Don't
So
yell at me on my birthday eve.
oh my God, I love it. I know everybody's screaming at you. Don't you yell at her. Somebody just wrote, what is this retirement you speak of? It sounds fun. That's what,
I don't.
that's exactly how I'm going
that's
to
a
feel
long ways
about
off.
retirement too. I don't, yeah, what is it? It sounds fun.
It sounds amazing.
It does sound amazing.
Massive thoughts and prayers need to go out to these people in this apartment building, this condo in Miami Beach.
Oh my
I don't know if you
God.
guys have heard about this. It's like happening now. In the early hours of the morning last night, I guess a 12-story condo building, at least part of it, just collapsed. Like I don't know, it just collapsed.
Yeah.
And so right now they know, at least according to the Daily Mail, they know one person has died, 9 are injured, including a firefighter. There are fears, of course, that more people are dead or trapped because, I mean, it freaking collapsed.
Right.
And we don't know why. They're battling that right now. It's horrific. Absolutely horrific.
It is really, it's like the most terrible. I know, I just got out of an apartment complex, my daughter and I lived there temporarily before we moved here. And I lived on the first floor. And so like, just hearing about this makes me go, oh my, I just can't. Oh my God, I just can't.
I know.
I can't.
It's horrible.
It is. It's the
horrible.
most terrible.
So be thinking about people that are in there
people.
and trying to get out, because I can't imagine. All right. I know this is like a huge gear shift, but we have amazing news about one of our favorite sponsors, which is Chamonix. Chamonix, of course, is who has the line called Genucell, which is famous for their plant stem cell technology. We refer to it as fluff butter technology.
It is. It's kind of the fluff butter. Thing. It's the fluff butter that's all up in here.
And the amazing news is that right now they just redid their promotion for us, and it's better than ever. So you can get half off of any of their packages, you guys, for summer.
Oh my God.
Half off their packages.
Fan-freaking-tastic.
Oh my God. So the best part, like they have, I think 3 main packages that when you go to lovegenucell.com/chicks, if you go there, you're going to see right away 3 different packages. The one that's my favorite is the home spa package. That's the one that has the Crystals microdermabrasion goo that is so good. And it smells so good you could eat it. I mean, don't. But like I always kind of feel like I want to a little bit.
But it works amazing too, though, Ma. It's amazing.
So scrubby and like it just makes your skin so soft. So it's amazing. And 50% off any of their packages is really good. You don't have to take it from us. You can take it from one of our very first insiders ever, Maria Elena Kadala. She wrote us an email. And she said she's loving the Chamonix line. She said people are starting to notice that something is different. Her favorite is the exfoliating cream. And we were talking about the XV cream, the anti-wrinkle cream the other day. And that is where we came up with the fluff butter technology thing, because it is so fluffy and buttery.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
You get it, girl.
If you've been waiting to try it, now is the time, because 50% off. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
go
pretty
to
awesome.
lovegenucell.com/chicks.
Lovegenucell.com. Just in time for Mark's birthday.
That's right. All right. So lots of news to get to. What do we talk about first? Do you want to talk about Biden? Do you want to talk about Kamala? Do you want to talk about Britney? Because everything is happening right now.
Let's talk about Biden first, and how he's all the soaring crime. He's blaming guns, because that's what these people do. It's the guns' fault. It's the guns' fault.
It's the guns' fault.
And then he mocked the Second Amendment.
Oh yeah, he did. Well, and he mocked people that believe in it by trying to say, listen, if you think you're arming up, if you think you're using Second Amendment because you're going to fight off the government, you're going to need some F-15s and some nukes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how does that work? Like, how do you think that people can't fight off the government unless they have nukes, but then also say that unarmed people who stormed the Capitol put the entire government at risk?
Right.
How does that
you like pick a lane, Joe, Yeah, I know. Right. And it's what he's saying is probably not because we're getting kind of bitchy about it, right? Like we're like listen to us, right? And the people out there that are listening to us are like, that's probably not a good thing to say. Probably
Yeah.
not a good thing to say to people out there who understand the Constitution and who understand what the founders wanted for this country and who just understand just understand what this country was founded upon, right? He obviously doesn't understand that. When he talks about this, when he pees on the Second Amendment like that, it's just not a good look,
No.
not a
And
good
it
look.
also, if you think about it, it's kind of insightful because he's basically daring
Right.
people who fear the government, who don't like government control. He's basically daring them. Oh, you think you can defend yourself against
Yeah.
us? You're going to need nukes for that.
Right. It's almost as if he's saying, "Come at me, brah."
Yeah, it is.
Hmm. Yeah. So why would he do that?
Well,
It's
because
he.
he's a moron. He tried
Well,
to make
that's
some joke about like, what did he say about the deer in a Kevlar vest?
I.
It was the weirdest, it was the strangest joke. I was like, what is this old fool saying?
Right. Well, that was your biggest mistake right there, is trying to figure out what the old fool was saying.
I know.
Because it's like, stand up, Chuck,
Kenny just goes, did Daisy just say bra?
bruh. That's what. That's
Not
what.
BRA. It's
No.
BRUH. It's a whole other word.
It's like
It's a whole other
it's what
word.
teenage boys say, and Biden is basically doing it in an old man way. You know.
Kenny is
Right.
obviously very chuggy, so
He's.
we'll have to give him a pass on that. We'll give you a pass on that, Kenny.
If you missed what Chugi was, you may want to look at some of the other videos from earlier in the week where Mock is now saying it like 15 times a day.
I can't stop.
She
Can't
can't.
stop, won't stop.
She's gonna need a 12-step program to stop saying Chugi. It's out of control, you guys.
I so
Yeah.
am, you guys. Oh, the other thing that Biden said, which was hilarious, is right now they're obviously the reason that they're trying to address guns is because the enormous explosion in crime, and he
Right.
tried to say that, well, yeah, there's a natural rise in crime in the summer season.
Oh, okay.
Like,
It's the
no.
heat. Yeah. I don't listen. It's oh my God. Yeah, it's the heat. That's what it is. The heat
It's
makes
heat and
everybody
COVID.
right. The heat just makes everybody just more agitated. And so therefore that's the excuse. And they excuse it. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's hot. So people are gonna go shoplift.
Right. I mean, it makes total
Right.
sense. They
Mhm.
murder
They're just
people when they're sweaty.
right. They murder people and because they're hot, and then they're gonna go steal a car. So
Right.
that's what they're gonna do. And so it's fine. It's fine. Because
Yeah.
once fall hits, then pumpkin spice will happen. Everybody will calm down. We'll all calm down because of the pumpkin
Except that,
spice.
I mean, I think it's bad. Like it was already bad. You know what I mean? It's
It
basically
was.
been bad since the entire defund the police
Did you
thing. And I
did
don't
you
know why they don't put those pieces
did you see
together.
Beetlejuice? What's Beetlejuice's name? What's her name?
Lori
What
Lightfoot.
her, yeah. So she did a press conference the other day. I was actually on the treadmill at the gym watching, right? And I see her face, her Beetlejuicy face, and she had the audacity. She was like, "Oh yeah, I mean, we've seen a decline. We've seen an actual decline in crime, and we've seen it go. The trajectory is going down." This is what she's saying on like television in a press conference. And I was like looking around. I was like, "Do you see, this is
Is
she's
anybody else
lying."
seeing this?
I'm like, this woman's an idiot. I'm like, she's like, I feel like I was making a scene because she was like, these people are insane. Like she has the audacity to actually believe that she's doing something good in Chicago.
Oh
Like,
my God.
you're an idiot. No, that place is a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. I used to live there, like 16 years ago. And I could walk around and actually feel like I wasn't going to get killed. And there's no way on God's green earth I would even drive there today. I mean, you
Yeah.
guys saw that. You guys saw that video, right? Everybody's seen that viral video of those people getting dragged out of their car
Oh my God. It's
and
horrific.
shot execution style. That's
And
what's
now they're
happening.
both gone. And they left behind itty bitties.
Yeah.
Itty bitty kids.
Right. This is what's happening in our cities now. And they're blaming it on guns. This is what Democrats are blaming it on. Oh my God.
Guns.
No.
It's
They're
really
blaming
weird how, like, when there's an incident with a cop who kills a person,
right.
they're always blaming the cop. And yet,
Hmm.
when the criminals kill people,
Right.
they blame the guns. How much sense does that make?
Makes zero sense.
Yeah.
Zero.
I'm so frustrated by it. The whole
Right.
thing is just enormously frustrating. All right. We also have to talk about Kamala. So we mentioned, of course, that Trump is planning on visiting the border down there yonder in your neck of the woods on the 30th, I think. And so that was announced several days ago. Well, then, wouldn't you know it? Kamala decides finally that maybe she ought to visit the border. Maybe it's time. Maybe she checks that out.
Oh,
I
my
mean,
God. She's gonna do that. Look at her. That's great.
so
She's gonna
I
okay.
have Peter Ducey asking Jen Psaki about the timing of it, and she is
Saki.
so insufferable. Oh my God, I cannot stand that woman. Thank you, Laura. Laura McNaughton sent a super sticker and said, "Your interview with Rand and Kelly Paul was great."
That's so
I'm so
sweet,
glad
Laura.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope
That was
everybody
very,
gets a
very
chance
sweet.
to enjoy it.
They're really lovely people. I
Yeah,
really like
for sure.
Kelly. I mean, I think we could totally hang with Kelly.
She's great. She's
Uh-huh.
absolutely great.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to share my screen so that you guys can see Jen Psaki's response to Peter Ducey asking, why is it important now? Like, why is she going right now? What's the deal with it happening now? And here's what she said.
Was it important for the
Can you
White
hear it?
House to have her
Yep.
seen at the border before former President Trump has a trip there next week?
We made an assessment within our government about when it was an appropriate time for her to go to the border.
Was it important?
So there you go. That's it. That's what she
Yeah.
said about it.
Right.
We made an assessment.
We made an assessment, and since he's going, we need to have her big fat face there, like right before he gets there. So, is that a good answer? I'm
And
Jen
she's not
Psaki,
even
and I
going-
suck.
She's not even going to Del Rio. She's going to El Paso, which it's bad, but it's not like where the heart of all of the issues are. So,
Exactly.
I mean, this is so, and you know that she's going to be very sheltered from seeing the terrible, horrible things.
No, they're going to actually put her in a position where she is. It's a major photo op. You know, everything's going to be staged, and there's going to be, like little children there, and everything is going to be exactly how they want it to be, and all
Right.
photo opt. It's not going to be at all genuine or real or authentic, the way that it actually is. That's how they're going to have. This is what they do, and then they're going to take all the little pictures and have the camera crews there that they want. It's going to be with the press people that they want to be there. And not at all like it's not going to be the Fox Newses of the world, right?
But what will be actually great about her going first is that Trump will see how she is presented at the border and what they put out as the spin, and he'll be able to exactly pinpoint, here's why all of that was a lie.
Yeah.
And so he'll get a lot of press for that.
Right. He'll essentially trumpet.
He'll totally trumpet.
He'll trumpet.
Yes, he will totally trumpet. That's right.
And good for him. I hope he does. I mean, I hope he does, because it's a complete and utter disaster.
Oh my God.
And we've not seen it. We've not the American people have not seen the actuality, what's the reality of what's going on
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of know, but we've not really seen it because the press they have not done their freaking jobs. Shame on them.
And they never do. They never do. I told you about Maria Elena Cadala's email earlier because she is a Chamonix user, a Genucell user, but she also wrote a story about my pillow. So she said, Dear Chicks, I've purchased pillows, towels, and more towels, the squeezy kitten for slippers, a dog bed, 2 more dog beds, so that we don't have to fight over them.
Right.
She said, and she wrote this a couple weeks ago, but she said, yesterday the 2 new dog beds arrived so I could cover the sofa with them, and the puppies, 2 17-pound cockers, absolutely pinned me to the sofa for the rest of the night. Getting up was not an option. Then she said, this afternoon I had an unplanned slide down my wooden basement stairs, hurting like a hyphenated expletive.
Wait.
Nothing broken. She was very lucky, just badly bruised, and she was so grateful to seek relief on those very cushy dog pillows. She said the girls even let me share because normally they like to take their half out of the middle, and our fur babies seem to know when something is amiss, and they snuggled in to support the achy areas. So now she's convinced herself that she's got to get the mattress topper because then she'll have her own, really, really
It's basically
nice
like
place to.
It's like your own dog bed.
Right.
Basically what it is.
Which is a good reminder that MyPillow also has mattress toppers. You guys, they have like literally every product you
Yeah,
could
they do.
ever want.
Well, they have every product to make you comfy. It's like
Yeah.
it's just like it's like comfort station, it's comfort central. If you just want, you're like, okay, you know what, I need comfort, I'm going to go to mypillow.com and buy all the things to make me comfortable and happy.
Exactly.
What are you getting for your birthday? What are you getting for yourself for your birthday from MyPillow? Because you need to buy something there.
Well, I think it's time for beach towels because I haven't gotten those yet. I've gotten the regular towels, which are of course my favorite thing.
Right.
But I think it's probably time that I do a little splurging on the beach towels.
There you
and
go.
'tis the season. Am I right?
Right.
Plus, I know that if I use code CHICKS, then I get massive discounts. And you will too. If you go to mypillow.com or call 1-800-875-0513, use code CHICKS and get tons off of like basically anything that you want from mypillow.com.
Speaking of which, tomorrow is her birthday. So we're going to be celebrating a little bit tomorrow morning for her birthday.
I think
everybody bring your donuts and your coffee and whatever it is you drink in the morning here during our tailgates. I mean, I don't judge, whatever. So bring all your stuff because we're going to be celebrating Mock's birthday. She is 35.
I'm going to be at home. I'm going to be at home in the morning.
Yeah, celebrating her 35th birthday. We're very excited about it.
You guys are so old. Oh my God.
It's going to be so fun. Are you doing that? So get ready for that extravaganza. Okay, what else is going on, Mock?
Well, so apparently the inventor of mRNA technology.
Right.
So and that is the technology, of course, that's used in at least two of the vaccines, the Pfizer and the Moderna vaccines. So the guy that invented the technology, that guy was on Tucker to say, hey, we shouldn't be giving this to kids.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't be mandating that anybody get it. And we should definitely not be giving it to people who have already had COVID. This is the guy that invented the technology.
Yeah.
And by the way, his videos banned on YouTube. So that's neat. The guy that actually knows everything there is to know about the technology, he's banned.
Yeah, people should be really concerned about this. I mean, especially people who follow the science.
Right.
Those people should, because I feel like, the guy who invented that is probably a scientist.
Yeah, he's Dr. Robert Malone.
Yeah. So I'm not sure why everybody is, so, and listen, we talk a little bit about the vaccines. We talk about COVID. We talk about a lot of this with Dr. Rand Paul. We did that in our deep dive this week about all this, the whole, it's interesting how there's been such this focus on Fauci and everybody's just zoned in on him. Like it's absurd to me how everybody has just gone straight up stupid. And they've just zoned in on this one guy. And then everybody else, all these other voices have been shut down. And it's not, that's not following the science.
Right.
It's just not. Because science is about a lot of voices, it's about a lot of scientific opinions and based on data.
Right. Data that sometimes evolves and needs to be talked about and debated. Right. And when you cut off debate, that is anti-science.
Right. Right. And that's what the left is doing. And then, of course, this has become a political discussion. Right. And science is not based on politics. It's simply not. And that's where we are.
Scary.
Yeah, it's scary. Everybody should. It is. And so you stay away from my freaking kid.
Oh my God, there's no way. There's no way I'm giving this to my kid.
No. And y'all, I've worked in pharma. I believe in pharmaceuticals. And so I absolutely do. So it's not like I'm one of those people who's just like, oh my God, pharma's bad.
Right.
It's not me at all. So, it's very strange that I'm on this side now where I'm just like, stay away from my kid with that, with that thing. It's bizarre for me being on this side,
Yeah.
but I've
And by the
evolved.
way, the way it became politicized is, I don't know, you guys probably remember when Kamala was asked, and even Biden, when they were asked, will you take the vaccine? It was not if Trump tells me to. Not if Trump is the one that is promoting it. That's when it became political. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
when the actual Democrats who are now in charge told people to fear the vaccine if it doesn't get promoted by the right person. That's not
right.
scientific. So they can
Yeah,
suck it. This is their fault.
right. And pharma is not bad. No, Joey, I totally disagree with you. Pharma is not bad. I mean, if you take an aspirin, then you can't believe that. You're totally wrong about that. And if you've ever taken an antibiotic in your life, then you're completely contradicting yourself, because they're great when it comes to they're great. It's just that in this particular situation, um, I don't want it being administered to my kid.
Yeah,
It
not
needs,
enough
it
is
needs more
known about
testing.
this.
Right.
We
Right.
got to talk about Britney. So, man, do you want me to play a little bit of her rant to the court?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay,
do.
because I have
I
that as well.
do.
You guys, oh my God.
Does she?
Apparently, the judge had to tell her to slow down a couple times because she was so freaking upset and just talking so fast. But the things that came out of her testimony in court yesterday were really awful. Like, she hates her parents, both of them, mostly her dad, but she
She
definitely
hates her
hates her
mother
mom.
too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
She said her mom has just been like just ridden this whole, she's ridden this wave along with her dad, but she has like serious rage against her dad. And then she talks about how they won't let her get married, they won't let her get pregnant, they won't let her do anything. I mean, it's horrific, but you'll hear a little bit of it. There's nothing to see, it's just sound. So take a listen here.
The people who did this to me should not get away and be able to walk away so easily. Recap. I was on tour in 2018. I was forced to do. My management said if I don't do this tour, I will have to find an attorney, and by contract, my own management could sue me if I didn't follow through with the tour. He handed me a sheet of paper as I got off the stage in Vegas and said I had to sign it. Ma'am, I'm not here to be anyone's slave. I can say no to a dance move. I was told by my, at the time, therapist, Dr. Benson, who died, that my manager called him in that moment and told him I wasn't cooperating or following the guidelines in rehearsals. And he also said I wasn't taking my medication, which is so dumb because I've had the same lady every morning for the past 8 years give me my same medication, and I'm nowhere near these stupid people. It made no sense at all. 3 days later, after I said no to Vegas, my therapist sat me down in a room and said he had a million phone calls about how I was not cooperating in rehearsals and I haven't been taking my medication. All of this was false. He immediately the next day put me on lithium out of nowhere. He took me off my normal meds I'd been on for 5 years. And lithium is a very, very strong and completely different medication compared to what I was used to. You can go mentally impaired if you take too much, if you stay on it longer than 5 months. But he put me on that and I felt drunk. I really couldn't even take up for myself. I couldn't even have a conversation with my mom or dad really about anything. And I would like to progressively move forward, and I want to have the real deal. I want to be able to get married and have a baby. I was told right now in the conservatorship, I'm not able to get married or have a baby. I have a ID inside of myself right now, so I don't get pregnant. I wanted to take the ID out so I could start trying to have another baby, but this so-called team won't let me go to the doctor to take it out because they don't want me to have children, any more children. So basically, this conservatorship is doing me way more harm than good. I deserve to have a life. I've worked my whole life. I deserve to have a 2 to 3 year break and just, do what I want to do. But I do feel like there is a crunch here, and I feel like I feel open and I'm okay to talk to you today about it. But I wish I could stay with you on the phone forever, because when I get off the phone with you, all of a sudden, I hear all these no's, no. And then all of a sudden I feel ganged up on, and I feel bullied, and I feel left out and alone. And I'm tired of feeling alone.
So that is awful. That is horrendous. I mean, Wow. So the
What is
fact
that
that
music?
she,
Okay.
it was just the, I don't know, it was a Daily Mail,
Okay.
so I had to turn, I
Yeah.
had to turn
So,
it off.
yeah, I mean, what have, I don't know. I've been saying there's no adult should, after the age of 18, you should not have, your parents should not be handling your money. Right. Or I mean, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
maybe
and
after
her
the age
point
of
was, how can
21.
I
I don't know.
make money and like pay staff, and yet I'm given an allowance? She's given an
Right.
allowance of $2,000 a week.
Wow. Yeah.
It's crazy. So
But
it's
her
a really
parents,
bizarre thing.
her parents live in really nice homes, don't they?
Well, her dad lives in an RV apparently, and I don't know what her mom is living in right now. But you know, the apparently she said that she has never been told. Her lawyer, I don't know what kind of lawyer she's got, but she says she's never been told that she can actually petition to not have the conservatorship anymore. And so I cannot make out, I can't figure out what she's been doing on her social media where she's looked so absolutely insane. She says that she's been trying to present this happy face of herself, but that she's been miserable and angry and depressed and horrible, and you know, that she's been lying to the public. But I don't know why she has presented herself as so insane, because so many of her videos, and we've talked about this, right? She looks like an absolute lunatic. And I'm like, what? That seems like the absolute wrong move to take if you're trying to actually end the conservatorship based on your mental health. Like, why are you trying to seem more crazy? That's what I've never understood about how she does her social media.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. She's, when you say she seems crazy, I don't know. She dances and looks a little, you know, weird. But I mean, how much is she any more crazy than like a Kardashian? I don't know. You know,
Well,
and she's
I guess
and
it's
those. Is she any more crazy than a Kanye? Is she any more crazy than any other celebrity out there that's just like on their social media, than a Chrissy Teigen or any other social media personality that's out there, just show basically like, hi, I took a crap this morning. Like this is, I just had breakfast. Hi, I just did this. I just did that. I mean, they're constantly on social media and they're showing us their inner world like every 2 seconds. I just don't really, I'm like, okay, whatever. It's Britney Spears being Britney Spears. I just don't really,
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. Okay. You know, I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, none of that means that she should be under anybody's thumb.
No, I don't think
it's
she's
just that since she's already been under somebody's thumb, I would think she would be doing all the things to not be that anymore. And so, like,
Right.
trying to prove their point seems very counterproductive.
Nobody should.
That's all I'm saying.
Nobody should be controlling this person. Nobody.
Right. Especially if
Period.
she is paying them. She's working. Like, if
Right.
she's fit to work and make money, then she's fit to like not have control over her.
Nobody
That's what's
should.
so
Yeah.
crazy.
No, there's no reason. I don't care. You know what kind of, so if she's out on social media looking like wearing ridiculous clothing and dancing around like an idiot, nobody should be controlling her. Period.
Yeah. She's going to be 40.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she acts like she's 15 sometimes, but so there are a lot of people that are, 50, 60 that act like they're 15. We could get countless
No,
examples.
I'm not. That's not what I meant. I meant she's going to be 40 and she's
Right.
under the control of people.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
It's unacceptable is what it is.
Yeah.
It's completely
Anna
unacceptable.
is right. Anna said they just want the money. Her family gets paid to run
Yeah.
it. The industry makes bank off her. I know. And
Right.
she it's time for them to be cut off.
Exactly. Those people, they don't have freaking jobs. And so ever since this girl was, 15, 16 years old, they've been like, oh, cha-ching, this is a bank account for us. Get a freaking job yourself. Support yourself.
And it's so sad that like now she has this horrific, relationship with her parents. Everything is awful. It just sucks. It
Yeah,
just
but
sucks.
they did it. They did it.
Oh, I know.
She didn't do this. They did. And they try to do it with her younger daughter too, Jamie. Isn't it Jamie? Jamie
I think
Lynn?
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because she got into acting, and it's like same thing with her. She got pushed all this stuff too, and they thought, oh, we're gonna have 2 girls doing this, making us tons of money. I mean, it's gross. There are a lot of they're stage parents. They're like quintessential stage parents, right? It's just it's gross.
Yeah.
So
you're so fuzzy right now. I don't know why
I
you're
am
so fuzzy. Yeah.
I don't know why either. Like all of a sudden.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like in the last few minutes. It's been fine up until now. Do you have time for a couple talks?
Yeah, and then I gotta go. I gotta take a kid to
Okay.
swim. Yeah.
I've got just a couple of TikToks that I know you guys are gonna like. All right. First things first, you guys. So this first guy is making fun of how people talk in Zoom calls, and it gets progressively more inappropriate as it goes. So just hide your kids, hide your wife. It's one of those kinds of things. Here we go.
Right, just sort of jumping off of what Lynn said, just kind of piggybacking off of what Mark said. Right, sort of just leapfrogging off of what Janice said earlier. Right, sort of circling back to what Thomas had said originally and surfboarding off of that idea. Right, so we're just sort of parachuting off of what Victoria was saying earlier, right? Right, just sort of easing you into some foreplay off of what Roger was saying earlier. Right, just sort of arching your back and putting you into doggy style off of Rebecca's original point. Right, just sort of jumping off of what Linda said, just kind of piggybacking off of what Mark said. Right, sort of.
Oh my God, it's so
Just
great.
sort of easing you into some foreplay.
Oh my God, I love that. I love it.
I was dying.
I hate
Oh my
Zoom
God.
meetings so much. I hate them. I hate them.
We've got a very quick husky ragtime for you.
All right, here we go.
Oh my God. I could seriously watch that
Husky-
over and over
Husky
again.
ragtime is the best, you guys. It's the best.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
I felt like Scott Joplin was in the room. He was right here.
Also, gotta show some appreciation for an amazing snowflake creator. You know
Oh.
how you used to cut like snowflakes when you were a kid?
Right.
This is freaking amazeballs. I'm going to mute it because I don't want us to get a copyright violation for playing a Whitney Houston song, but there's a
Okay.
Whitney Houston song playing in the background, just so you know. Watch this amazingness. This is freaking crazy. So he's cutting and he's cutting, and obviously he speeds it up because this would take some time.
You should be
But-
singing like Chamonix. That's what you should be singing in the
It is
background.
happening
Been to me right in front of my face. Yeah, that's what you should be singing, so we don't get a copyright violation. This is what happens, you guys. They don't monetize our videos. They're like constantly hitting us with copyright violations because we use, we put TikToks in here.
So just imagine that a Whitney Houston song is playing in the background of this while you're watching him create this incredible art. And
What
then
is it?
look at
What
what
is
it
it?
becomes. You're going to die. It's freaking Whitney Houston.
Oh my God,
I know.
that is
I know.
amazing.
Right? I mean, I just could not believe it. I could not
And somebody
believe what I was
asked him, "Can
seeing.
you do Whitney Houston?" He's like, "Yeah, I can do Whitney Houston."
Yeah, he gets all kinds of requests. Like this is what he does. He makes just, I cannot believe that he did
Oh my
that
God,
out
we
of
need to ask
paper.
him. We need to ask him to do us.
That would be the coolest.
Ask him to do us. Yes.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Oh my God, that'd
Yes,
be so
that
cool.
would be so cool.
Yeah?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Okay, let's ask him. Okay, you guys bring it in.
All right.
Bring it in, everybody. Bring it in. Bring it in. I know. How did he do that, Matthew? I have no idea. I have
It's
no
just a
idea.
gift. It's a massive gift. It's
You
just
guys, it's
incredible.
Mock's birthday eve.
Oh, I should
I
tell you who
know
that is
it.
because people are going to want to know who that is. Hang on, let me tell you. It is, you can follow him at EDU. Oh, crap. Oh my God.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Blah, 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 blah,
I
blah,
did.
blah. Okay. Okay.
It's EDUWOES. Oh my God, he has 30 million followers on
Oh,
TikTok.
okay. Well, I mean, he
So, I
probably
mean, he's
won't
kind of
make
big
us.
deal. He's
He
not
probably
gonna
won't
draw
make
us.
us. Yeah, he won't
He's
draw
not going
us,
to make
but
us.
still.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
Well, anyways, that was
He's big
it was a
time.
good thought while we thought about it, but Well, you guys, we hope you have a spectacular Mock birthday eve, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.